What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, and I'm back with another video, man. And you already know what I need you to do. Hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit the notification bell, because it does go a long way with helping out the channel. If this is your first time, welcome to Hold My Nuts podcast. We talk about everything semen retention and no fap. Listen, if you stumbled across this channel, I already know why you're here, man. You're tired of releasing on your keyboards, your laptops, and your desktops. You're tired of being dominated by female culture, man. You're in the right place. If you already been rocking with your boy, man, you already know the love is real. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Today's topic is why you shouldn't practice semen retention for female attraction. Why you shouldn't practice semen retention for female attraction. Guys, and today we're going to focus on a particular verse from Jesus in Matthew chapter 5, verse 28. And I post this verse in the description so you can feast on it. And Jesus says, "But I say unto you, whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her has committed adultery with her already in his heart." Think about what that's saying. It's saying that if you look after a woman to lust after her, that you have already committed adultery in your heart. So this is before you do anything physical. This is before you even get to the physical act of adultery. This is before you get to the physical act of masturbating, watching porn, fornicating. This is before you get to those things. When you lust after these things, you've already committed that transgression in your heart. So you don't want to be lured to semen retention for female attraction. Because if female attraction is the basis or the reason as to why you're practicing semen retention, you are missing the point. You are missing the point, and you will not be able to experience the benefits of semen retention because you're focused on the female attraction. And you see the allure for semen retention is primarily female attraction. If I retain my seed, if I stop masturbating, if I stop watching porn, and I just don't do the physical act, eventually these women will start to gravitate towards me because they're going to feel my energy. Okay. And this is what these guys are. They're being attracted to semen retention for the wrong reasons. Jesus is saying, listen, if you look after a woman and you lust after her, you've already committed this sin in your heart. You've already failed, right? You've already fallen into the trap. And this is before you actually do anything physical. And the point is, you don't even have to get to anything physical. However, eventually you will, because what's in your heart is going to come out and be expressed in physical reality. That's just what's going to happen. If you want to experience the greater, loftier benefits of semen retention, then you're going to have to kill that lust. You're going to have to kill that thing. You feel me? Because if you don't, you're going to be swallowed up. You're going to be swallowed up by these women because you're going to be drawn away by your own lust. When you're out there just lusting after female, and you cannot be, you can just be like, you know what, I'm not going to masturbate, but I'm going to allow this lust to build up in my mind and build up in my heart. Bro, you're going to fail. Eventually, that lust is going to have to seek self-expression, and it will. And you're gonna release on that keyboard. You're gonna release on that laptop. You're going to release on that desktop. You're going to release on those computer screens, TV screens, flat screens. You're going to release because it's inevitable. The longer you harbor that lust in your heart, I don't care how much willpower you think you have, it will seek self-expression. You're going to fail. Do not practice semen retention for female attraction. You're going to miss out on all the other benefits. One, discipline, right? Being closer to God, right? Because you're not going to have that shame of being, dirty and filthy. You're going to experience the higher testosterone levels. You're going to experience the glow. You're going to experience having an aura that people want to be around for the right reasons. You're going to speak with power. You're going to have conviction, right? You're going to feel righteous. You're going to act righteous. These are the benefits that you want to obtain from semen retention, not female attraction. You don't want to go a month and now you got these pheromones going off and these women are coming up to you and you've been holding your seed, and then you just go back out to releasing. You go back out to chasing after them. You go back out to, buying them drinks at the bar. You go back out to paying $40 for some toes. You go back out to making these women rich off of their OnlyFans. You go back out there to being pimped out. I mean, that's really what it is. You're getting pimped out, but you're deceiving your mind thinking that you're the one causing this. But no, you're being drawn away. Your resources are being dissipated because you are giving in to your own lusts and entice. Every hour you spend on that computer, splattering that LED screen with your semen, that's an hour that you could be focusing and working on yourself, learning something or doing something that is going to actually benefit you. It's counterproductive, man, to practice semen retention for the sake of female attraction. Now, listen, I came into semen retention and that was something that was an allure to me as well. I'm not saying it's not something that I haven't been a victim to. I've done semen retention for the exact same thing, but as I've practiced it for years now, I understand that is pointless. That is worthless. It's not what we should be doing. Because what happens is you start retaining and then you go right back out and get back involved in the same cycle and you never make any progress. So when you see things that are trying to attract you to semen retention for female attraction, gosh, come on, man, don't fall for it. Jesus said, if you lust after a woman in your heart, you've already committed adultery with her. So you've already committed the transgression. And that transgression is staining your soul. It's staining your conscience, right? And when you have that lust in your heart after this woman, you're meditating on this. And the longer you meditate, it's inevitable. You will express yourself somehow, some way. Either you're going to masturbate, you're going to watch porn, or you're going to commit adultery. You're going to do something heinous eventually because you're harboring that in your heart. Do not practice semen retention for female attraction because you are setting yourself up for failure and you're actually enslaving yourself even further than what you were before you actually started retaining. You make it much more difficult for yourself when you practice semen retention for the wrong reasons, because now you get into a cycle of retaining and then falling back. And every time you try to come back to practicing semen retention, it gets harder and harder. The urges get stronger and stronger and you get weaker and weaker. You get weaker and weaker. We need to heed to the words of the Most High. Whoever looketh after a woman to lust after her in his heart has already committed adultery, meaning you've already failed. If you're coming into semen retention because you feel like you're going to get a lot of girls and you're going to get a lot of attraction, you've already failed before you even started. You failed before you even started, because you got to understand something. If you're getting into semen retention for female attraction, you're not planning on going on a long streak. Because at some point, you're going to want to let that thing go. You're not going on a long streak. You're retaining just long enough to garner the type of women you want to sleep with. And then once they come into your vicinity, you're going to release. And some of these women are going to get you trapped up. You're going to be in relationships longer than what you should be. You know, and negative things are going to come from it. Because these women, your lust first, your lust, women second, the lust for these things is going to cause you to put yourself in an unfavorable position. It's going to be much more difficult for you to accomplish your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, because you are seeking and chasing vanity. That's what you're doing. So understand that if you come to semen retention for female attraction, you've already said in your heart you're already lusting after women from the jump. You're already lusting after women from the jump. From day one of your semen retention journey, you're already lusting. What you're trying to do is you're trying to build up the testosterone. You're trying to build up the sexual energy. And when it gets to a point to where it feels like it's ready to go and these women come around you, you're going to release it. You're going to give it to them instead of using and harnessing that energy for yourself, man. Would you want to trade 2 or 3 seconds of pleasure, that climax moment, for peace of mind, clarity of mind, free of depression, anxiety? Like, would you want to trade that for vain pleasure, temporary pleasure? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. When you're making tough business decisions, when you have to make real moves, when you have to, do things to get to the next level, you have to be functioning on a very, very, very high level. And if you're constantly releasing your seed, bro, you are not going to be able to achieve that. You're just not. Don't set your semen retention journey up for failure by practicing for female attraction, man. You're going to lose. That's just what's going to happen. You're going to lose. You're going to lose, right? You're going to commit this transaction in your heart. And like I said, it's only a matter of time before this desire that you have manifests itself in your physical reality. It's only a matter of time. Semen retention is much more than female attraction. Yes, women will be attracted to you. Yes, when you start semen retention, people will be drawn to you. Yes, these are things that are going to happen. I get that. I understand it. But you have to have the proper mindset for when these things do happen to elevate yourself over the female attraction. Semen retention is much more than female attraction. That's just a byproduct of what happens when you as a man is focusing on your own goals and objectives, is focusing on God, is focusing on being the best that you can be. Women are going to be attracted to that. That's just a fact. We can't deny it, right? What I'm saying is don't get into semen retention for the purpose of female attraction, because you are shooting yourself in the foot. You are failing before you even start, and you're making this thing much more difficult for you to actually really get on a real streak and really start to see the benefits of semen retention. Come on, guys. Don't fall for the okie doke, man. Don't fall for the okie doke. Lust is real. These women gonna have you tied up, jammed up, trapped up, you know, in a mental prison. Don't let these women dominate you, man. Don't let these women dominate you by feeding on your own lust. They feed off of your lust. They feed off of it. So what you have to do is you gotta control that thing. You gotta rip that thing out of your heart. You gotta rip it out. You gotta put yourself in a position to win, right? You gotta stop following all these Instagram models and lusting over them on your social media accounts. You gotta stop putting yourself in situations that is going to make it more difficult for you to succeed. You have to stop. Otherwise, you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail, right? Put yourself in positions to win. Matthew 5:28, Jesus says, "But I say unto you, that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her hath committed adultery with her already in his heart." Because you're meditating on this. You're lusting after. You're like, oh man, I want to hit that. I want to squeeze the beesies. You want to squeeze on the beesies. You want to squeeze them. That's what you want to do, right? You're already lusting. Man, what would that be like? And you're imagining all the different scenarios in your head and all these different things, but you're trying to retain. Bro, you're not going to retain. You're not going to be retaining long. Because either you're going to fulfill that desire by splattering your keyboards, your laptops, and your desktop, or you're going to actually put forth the effort to go out and sleep with this man's wife. But the transgression has already happened internally. The lust is what's leading you to this deathly action, because that's what it is. It's a deathly action. You are being drawn away by your lust and you being enticed by something that is going to spiritually destroy you and ultimately bring about your physical destruction in your life, in your finances, in your relationships. It's going to bring death to you. It's going to bring shame to you, dishonor to you. You want to be an honorable man. We've all made mistakes. We've all messed up. But you have to get up and you have to turn a 180 and go the opposite direction and pursue righteousness. Don't allow your life to be derailed by women. And let me just say, let me rephrase that. Don't allow your life to be derailed by lust for women. Because women in and of itself isn't the problem. It's when we allow the lust in our hearts to go after things and to seek after things and to do things that we know are contrary to the laws of the Most High. That's when we get into trouble. We do not have to fall victim to the devices and the traps that are set before us. We have to control our lust, and we do that by walking in the Spirit. That's why I'm doing this series. All of these videos I'm doing, the past 3, they are going into a playlist titled Lust. So you can feast on these video after video after video, how to overcome lust, how we should be walking, what's the proper perspective. This is what this video is going into the playlist for lust. We have to control this because this is the major key, the major problem, the hindrance on semen retention is lust. Don't be drawn away by it. Guys, this is Hold My Nuts podcast. If you know someone who needs this video, like it, subscribe, share the content, man. I really appreciate each and every last one of you. All the new subscribers, man. The love is real. I appreciate all the comments. It's truly a blessing. And I'm just looking forward to what God's going to do with this channel and with all of you guys support, man. It's just a blessing, man. So I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. Until then, hold your nuts and please protect them keyboards, them laptops and them desktops, baby. Let's go. Peace.